Wherever you look, one of the top stories today is the national outrage over a bad call by some replacement referees in an NFL football game. Everyone, all the way up to Antichrist Obama sitting in the White House, is joining hands to demand a resolution to this issue. Gamblers lost $150 million because of the call, and the president of the New Jersey State Senate will be introducing new laws to make it so this kind of thing doesn't happen again. Yes, Americans certainly don't want anyone messing with their football idolatry, or any of their other idolatry for that matter. I would suggest that you stop turning your outrage towards some ludicrous thing, like a bad call in a football game, and start turning it towards something that actually matters. For example, where was the outrage of this country a few weeks ago when several NFL players publicly opened their big mouths to support fag marriage? Or when the San Francisco 49ers joined a nationwide campaign to teach teenagers that sodomy is okay? I don't recall hearing the nation join as one voice to condemn those things. Of course, the reason is that people couldn't care less about the standards of God, and in fact, the standards of God are widely despised and mocked. But a bad call in a football game? Now that they care deeply about, which is to the everlasting shame of the people in this country. Listen to what Jesus said about fag marriage and any other marriage besides one man, one woman for one lifetime. And he answered and said unto them, Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female, and said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh? Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder. And remember, God's standard is, Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. You clowns can read about yourselves over in Matthew 12, where Jesus calls you a generation of vipers and tells you that on the judgment day, you will have to answer for every idle word that comes out of your mouth. Like, for example, wasting your time venting your spleen about a bad call in a football game, when you ought to be lifting up voice against fag marriage and sodomy in the NFL. Either make the tree good and his fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt and his fruit corrupt. For the tree is known by his fruit. O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. A good man out of the good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things, and an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Amen.
For more good Bible preaching, go to GodHatesFags.com. To find out why your nation is doomed, go to GodHatesTheWorld.com. For news, parodies, and documentaries about our doctrine, go to SignMovies.com. For news on the pedophile rape machine called Catholicism, go to PriestRapeBoys.com. For more on the pure heresy and idolatry called Islam, go to GodHatesIslam.com. To see the mask peeled off the fag juggernaut, go to GodHatesTheMedia.com. And for WBC blogs, go to blogs.sparenot.com.